We have all been outside and felt the heat and apparent energy that comes from the sun. Perhaps some of us have heard the song that says, "Bet your bottom dollar on it tomorrow, there'll be sun." There's almost nothing in life that is as constant as the sun is. But what does that mean for humanity? What does that mean for human life? Can we utilize this constant in our lives to ultimately provide for a better humanity and a better world? My name is Stutzman, a student at Idaho State University with hours of research and personal experience invested into the topic of solar energy, and more specifically, solar panels and how solar panels work. Throughout my speech today, I will first explain in depth what electricity is. Second, I will explain how the sun is an incredible and viable source of energy. And third, I will bridge the two together to show how solar panels can be used to create usable energy and usable electricity from the energy that comes from the sun. Now that I've introduced my topic, I'll begin by giving a more in-depth version of what electricity is. To understand how solar panels work, it's essential to understand what electricity is and how it works. Electricity can be expressed as the movement and interaction of electrons, according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary.com in 2018. So what is an electron? According to LearnersDictionary.com in 2018, an electron is a very small particle of matter that has a negative charge of electricity that travels around the nucleus of an atom. And that is detailed in my first slide, and I have a visual here as well. An electron surrounds the nucleus of an atom and gives it a charge. These charged particles, or electrons, are essentially the building blocks of what we know as electricity. These building blocks, when harnessed, create the power that you use when you charge your phone at night, when you turn on the lights, when you watch TV. And this is done by creating an electric current. An electric current occurs when these charged particles move. And the electric current that we use when we charge our phone or turn on the light runs through something called a conductor. So if you were to look at the electrical wiring in your house or maybe your car, you would see that it is made up of a metallic complex. And that is because these metallic complexes make great conductors of electricity. And so an electric current is running through this wire, and say when you plug in your phone charger, that electricity is transferred into the charger, which goes to your phone battery. Now that I have explained what electricity is, I will continue by explaining how the sun is relevant in the conversation of energy and electricity. The sun can be a constant, viable source of energy. The sun emits rays that can be used to help create energy. And this is done because, according to spaceplace.nasa.gov in 2018, embedded in the sun's rays of light are little particles called photons. And they're essentially light particles. That's the easiest way to think of them. And these particles are charged with extremely high levels of energy. Not electricity like electrons are, but energy. While there are a lot of volatile things in nature, the sun is not one of them. According to spaceplace.nasa.gov in 2018, the sun is around 4.5 billion years old. And according to the same article, we can expect the sun to be around for about another 5.5 billion years. Having the ability to harness this energy from the sun through these photons that come down through the rays of the sun will help power the Earth for potentially millions and billions of years. Now that I've explained what electricity is and explained how the sun is a constant and viable source of energy, I will explain how solar panels merge the two together to create usable, workable electricity for human life. Solar panels are made up of something called solar cells. According to explainthatstuff.com in 2018, solar cells can be thought of as a kind of silicone sandwich. This is detailed in my next slide, and I have another visual here as well that you can reference as I speak. The top of this sandwich is a layer of negatively charged silicone. The bottom of the sandwich is a layer of negatively charged, the top is a layer of negatively charged silicone, and the bottom layer of the sandwich is positively charged silicone. And as shown in this picture, in this slide, when sunlight hits the top layer of silicone, photons are hitting it as well. Because these photons have such a high level of energy, they then travel down to the bottom layer of silicone, and they transfer their energy to the electrons that are there in the bottom layer of silicone. This energy that the electrons have now received give it the power to jump up to the top layer of silicon and escape through a current, or to a circuit. And these circuits harness the electric current to provide power to something such as a lamp or a light bulb or your television. These solar cells, which make up solar panels, can provide a large amount of energy. According to ExplainThatStuff.com in 2018, several solar panels on a person's home could be just enough to meet their peak energy needs. According to the same article, if you were to cover every square meter of Earth, if there was a lamp on every square meter of Earth, the sun gives off enough energy that if harnessed, it could power a lamp. So every square meter of Earth could have a lamp on it just based on the sun's energy. Now that I have explained how solar panels work by harnessing these photons from the sun to send electrons into a current, and detailed how much energy can be harnessed by the sun, I will proceed to my conclusion. Today I have explained what electricity is. I have also explained how the sun is a constant viable source of energy. And third and last, I have explained how solar panels work in harnessing the power of the sun to create usable electricity to help benefit human life. While superficial knowledge may have been had in regards to electricity, the sun, and how solar panels work, I hope this presentation has deepened your understanding of all these topics and what electricity is and how solar panels can help us to create electricity to benefit human life and to create a better world.